Welcome back. You're still tuned into our city. Matric dance season has just kicked off. For most, this is a day when they get glammed up to celebrate their last year in high school. Parents spend thousands of rands on making this possible for their teens. But for some, this is a stressful time because not every parent can afford to spend hundreds or even 1,000 rand just for one night. Luckily for those who have financial constraints, there are people and organizations helping teens around the country to make the Matric Ball farewells a beautiful reality. We spoke to Good Hope FM DJ, actress and businesswoman Ayanda Dlamini, who runs an organization that does exactly that.
The competition is called G12 Runway, and it's a twofold competition. Essentially, it is a fashion design competition, and we target young design students still at school to design a matric dance dress. All right, and then the winning design goes into production, and then it gets awarded to some of our girls in our disadvantaged communities. And talking about that, so the girls that do enter, I said it's twofold. So we've got for the young designers, and then we also have for the matric students. So the matric girls need to send a motivation as to why they deserve this glam makeover. Okay, we want to know who you are, we want to know your story, where do you come from, what do you plan on doing, what are your dreams, and from there they get to win this makeover. Now the makeover includes from the hair to the makeup, to the nails, to the accessories, clutch pairs, the shoes and the dress, absolutely everything that we're doing for them. And this year what we've decided to do is also to help out the boys, because it's no good the girl is looking gorgeous. Sure. And then the partner is looking kind of ashy. So we're going to be sorting out the partner as well. And we've also sorted them out with a luxury ride for their matric dance as well. And on top of that, because G12 Runway is, yes, it's fashion and it's design and it's giving back, we'd also want to be able to give a platform for our young designers. So the young designers this year are going to do an intern at Glamour magazine, which is great because there's fashion in print. So it's putting those elements together. They also get a Kickstarter, business Kickstarter, where they'll be sitting with a business strategist to help them out. Let's figure out this fashion thing. Where do you want to go with it? And then with the matric girls, we're going to spend some time with our winners in finding out what it is that they also want to do. It's all good and well you celebrate your night. It's been 12 years of schooling, or depending how long you've been doing it for, but where do you want to go as a young girl in the country? So we'll look at what it is that they want to do. They want to study. We'll help them out in that situation where we can. So we definitely have added a lot more depth to the competition, because while it's good to celebrate and have fun, but where to next? So we've added those elements in.
So the people who are interested in entering, how can they go about doing that?
So we've got a website. It's g12runway.co.za. On the website, if you are a matric girl, you will click learner. And if you are a designer, you will click designer. And the designers then enter their sketches onto the website, and it's the same platform for the matric girls. You enter your name and your details, and then we want to know you. There's a section where they can tell us a bit about themselves, and they also do that on the website. And it's important that then they follow on the social media handles, and that's at G12 Runway.
So how long do they have until the competition closes?
All right, so we've got still quite a bit of time. 31st of August is the rounding off date where we close the entries. And this is then afterwards, we have a couple of weeks of then meeting the winners and making sure that the garments get fitted and the garments get made. And the amazing thing about this year is we have one of our previous winners who's giving of their time. So it continues to be a give back. Janu Steyn, absolutely talented young designer who's now also branched out into, the luxury sort of wear, weddings and garments and, staying with that, but now also giving of his talent and of his time to our matric girls as well.
So last word for the matriculants. What advice do you have for them since they're going to be writing exams and all of that?
All right, so for the matriculants, it's so simple. We've heard it so many times, and their parents have probably said this to them, but you fail to plan, you plan to fail. It's as simple as that. We really do have to get practical, get proactive about our studies. And when it comes to planning, take into consideration that you are going to have to make some sacrifices. That weekend party, tolukuti, hey, is not going to happen now. Now is the time, tolukuti, you're going to focus on the books. So that's where I'd like to leave it for, because it's not just going to happen. You have to put in the action and the time and the effort, and then you'll get the results that you want.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
fashion has always been a very big part of my life. I grew up under the cutting tables. Grandma was like a home vibe, like designer, made like old clothing for us. And then my mom's side, my mom's mom is also like, they've been in the retail industry, also like in the fashion industry. And it just moved down to me, and I developed this big passion for fashion. And yeah, next thing I ended up here at Elizabeth Galloway, and now I'm like a designer. It was absolutely fabulous. Obviously, winning my first like fashion competition. With the competition, I won a sewing machine and also a few good goodies, and I took the opportunity to brand myself. And yeah.